How's it going, everyone? It is Andre Williams, and over here we talk stocks and we focus on one thing. Always protect your profits. And today we're going to be talking about Camber Energy CEI that continues to build up on these green days. I want to make sure you guys are updated and you're prepared for tomorrow. So let's jump into the agenda. If you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know we have timestamps down below inside the description. But if you are a shareholder or you're thinking about taking a position, I highly suggest you watch this full entire video. So the first thing we're going to go over is the technical analysis. We're going to be taking a look at support. We're going to be looking at resistance and the moves we're going to look forward to going into tomorrow. I have been getting messages from you guys saying, yo, Dre, ended up making some moves what you were talking about yesterday. And of course, this is why I know it's really helping a lot of you. And then we're going to be going on Fintel, taking a look at the recent short interest information. We already know already, shorts are vested inside of this play, but we want to know by what degree and have there been any changes. And then we're going to take a look at the order flow distribution. Are institutions loading up on shares? If they're continuing to buy up lots of shares, then we know for a fact there is a bullish signal, or we can look forward to seeing a further spike or a continuation of the momentum. And then when all of that is done, we'll be jumping into the final thoughts and going over even more details. So we're going to be doing a technical analysis for CEI Camber Energy. Let's see how it performed on the day. So it ended up closing at $1.64, being up 3.80%. On the low, it tested $1.55, and then on the high, it tested $1.79. When we take a look at the volume stats on the day, you can see we traded at 224.722 million shares, and the average volume over 10 trading days being at 242.299 million shares. So you know what? It is still fairly close, still a lot of volume coming through this stock, and it's part of the reasons why we're seeing some strength in the stock price. When we take a look at our chart, which is a 1-year daily chart, you can see from the RSI down below, it is at 84.65. So yes, it is in the overbought territory, but that is of no surprise due to the fact it is on a very strong run here, and it's well above all of our moving averages. And like I was talking about in the video yesterday, the resistance area here at $1.80 is fairly strong. We ended up testing $1.79 on the day before being met with some selling pressure. But one thing that was also great to see is that we ended up building up some strength here right at this $1.55 level in regards to support. Remember what I was talking about that I wanted to see hold up around $1.40? It did exactly that. Hold it up that $1.55 and then made that move going to $1.79. So what you want to look forward to going into tomorrow is being able to actually pass this $1.79 area and make that move above $1.80. And it could be very quick here, and we could potentially see areas here right at this $1.88 level. And it'll be interesting to see if there will be too much selling pressure or if we end up getting a lot more buying volume, because like I said, we do have a gap here that we need to fill out that could easily get us to around that $1.90 range. So continue to keep this on your radar. It is continuing to keep up this run, and as long as you're getting this amount of volume, I can see this stock continuing this. So that's part of the reasons why I want to keep you guys inside the loop. So we're going to take a look at the short interest information for CEI. So scrolling down on the page, the short shares availability is at 0, updated just now, and in the short borrow fee rate, it is not available. When we take a look at the history of the short volume ratio, we can see for the close of the 13th, it was at 54.36, and then the close for yesterday being at 56.62. So it is continuing to go up. So what this means, it still has short squeeze potential, and due to the fact that we did finish green on the day and we have a lot of volume, this does set us up for some good price action, especially as we come closer to the end of the week. So just make sure if you're inside of this play, you have a strategy, but for the most part, things are definitely looking very, very interesting. Now let's take a look at the order flow distribution for Camber Energy. So we can see here on the inflow, it's at 80.73, and on the outflow, it's at 75.13. So we had an inflow day. So on the large, we had 28.57, and on the medium, we had 41.55, and then on the small, we had 10.61. On the outflow side, on the large, we had 28 0.97. On the medium, we had 37.21. And then on the small, we had 8.95. So we ended up having a surplus for the medium and as well as for the small scale orders. But when it came to the large, it was a little bit higher, but not a big difference. We're going to look at it. So the large scale orders in the last 5 days, which is for today, you see the negative, or you see the outflow of 398.69. So that is no big deal there. But one thing we can clearly see, institutions are continuing to load up on shares. And of course, we're seeing a lot of interest on the retail side, a lot of traders that are inside of this play. And we have strong volume like we were covering inside of the technical analysis. So I'm going to be looking forward to actually seeing this momentum continue. This has been a great multi-day runner here. So this is why you want to keep this on your radar. But let's go into the final thoughts and we'll go over some more details as well. So for my final thoughts for Camber Energy, I'm excited to see how well it does as we come closer to the end of the week. When I was taking a look at my phone not too long ago, I saw that it was continuing to crush it inside of the after hours. I don't know if it's going to continue to do that because when I did do this recording, I think the time is around like 6 o'clock. But one thing that we do know for a fact, going on Fintel, this play continues to have short squeeze potential. The short interest is continuing to go up. And of course, if we have a lot more volume, especially like we've been having for today, we could see some very strong moves to the upside. One thing that is very clear though, we have resistance at that $1.79 area. We know we need to get past that $1.80 so we can make that move going into the $1.90s. That's what I'm looking for. And I know if we pull this off, more traders are going to come into this play and we're going to be driving that volume up. Now, if you're going to be holding shares inside of this play, I know many of you are saying, well, you know what? I don't want to scalp it. I don't want to day trade it like you are doing or what you guys do inside of the Discord. That is completely fine. But if you are going that route, just make sure you're doing your homework and you're doing your due diligence. I don't see any point whatsoever holding shares of a company if you don't know any information about it. I've heard like, hey, Dre, what is this company all about? What do they do? Wait a second. You spent $5,000, right? You bought $5,000 worth of shares and you don't even know what the company is about or what the company does. I feel like you're going about it the wrong way. And this is why I want to emphasize it in this video. Don't just go into a position because you know what? It's the hottest thing out right now or you heard about it online. That is the wrong way to do things. And the last thing you want to do is get into the habit of doing that. Because if you do get into that habit, you will lose money. I'm telling you that right now. So just make sure you're more prepared, you're doing your homework, you're doing your due diligence, and as far as what your strategy may be, that you execute it all the way through and also do what's best for you mentally. If you're going to be stressing out or you're going to be bothered and so on, don't take part in it whatsoever. Don't have FOMO. Don't get greedy. Don't let your emotions get in the way. Instead, you want to make sure, hey, this is my position. This is what I want to do, and I'm going to execute. If you don't do this, then like I said, you're going to have a lot of struggles, whether you're investing or whether you're even trading inside of the stock market. So do your homework. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we'll be talking real soon.